AJ here again with another review. We were able to test out Light Apprentice. It's definitely a really pretty cool game. It's RPG-like. I wish the only negative we found really is that it's not an open world where you can control your character. Played about an hour of it. You know, I wish we could play more, but there's so many games that we're trying to review right now that we keep getting keys for, and we want to pump out the content for you guys. Light Apprentice is definitely different than a couple of the other games that we've did a review on. So you pretty much start out, and the story mode is kind of up in the air. It was kind of tricky to follow. In the beginning level, I just know we were trying to get out of a cave, and I was this warrior, and pretty much the game is scenes. So you could be in this one room, right, and you're just standing there, and you have to tap objects to interact with them. So if there's a chest, I tap it, the chest opens, and I get an object, whatever. If I want to go upstairs or downstairs or to another room, there's either a ladder or a door. You just tap the ladder, go up the ladder, tap the ladder that's going downstairs, it goes downstairs, tap the door, it opens the door. You can't physically move your guy up there and walk, which I think is a negative. I want to have control of my guy, obviously. The one thing I did like was how the combat system, I think this is what makes the game. When we found enemies, you just tap them, it goes right into the battle. There's really no loading. You're pretty much right in there, and it's a turn-based combat system. So I usually am handling one or two heroes that we found so far. So I click the warrior that I'm picking. There's sets of skills that you can use. You can either use basic, like go with a basic attack, or they're special. What's cool is when you go to attack, before I jump into that, you then click, if you have another team member, like there's a mage, like a wizard, you can click him, tell him who you want to attack, because usually there's multiple enemies on the other side. So you two, both of the people that you're controlling might want to attack the same person, so you can kill him and then, move on. There's less people that are attacking you. Anyway, so the mage is super cool. He can heal. He has a super damage ability that does a ton of damage. Takes more damage, obviously, because he's wearing cloth, and he has less health. Where the warrior can take more damage and actually can hit harder with melee. So as you attack, you go to attack the enemy, and the circle comes up. It's like a small circle. And then a bigger circle will come, and this bigger circle gets smaller quickly. You have to tap the screen right when that bigger circle gets inside the smaller circle. If you do that, you hit super hard. If you don't, you barely hit them at all, which could end up hurting you, because then that's more times they're going to be attacking you. You can also tell your characters to go in defense mode. So again, you can play strategic, and before your turn, you can have the mage heal you, which I think is cool. As you go to heal, there are all these little green dots throughout the screen that float up from the bottom of your screen. You have to tap them all in a certain amount of time. It's like 3 or 5 seconds, and the more you tap, the more it heals. So it could be crucial if your warrior or your other teammate is super low health. Really love the combat system. Like I said before, things of improvement. I do wish you could control your character. Oh, you do get loot. You do get new weapons and gear as you beat some enemies, as you discover some chests throughout the as you discover some things throughout the map as you interact. Some objects have gear and stuff in them, potions, whatnot. Super cool. Love that. Again, I just wish you were able to control your character, and then you had set spells that you got to tap on to attack. And but other than that, I thought the concept of the game was cool. I do like obviously the combat system. I do like how the environment looks and how the UI of it. And I just wish that, again, you could be able to, instead of tapping things to interact with them, you able to just walk up to it, or explore yourself in a little mini open world thing on your phone, which, again, this is why it's an indie game. It's fine. I got it. And I'm just being super picky. I'm just trying to help the developers who, allowed us to review it, give them some tips that maybe they can add in the future or in their next game. Because, at the end of the day, you don't want to sugarcoat anything. You just want to be brutally honest when you're doing a review on video games. so that that person or developers can get better, and their next game will be better. Because at the end, they just want to be great too, right? Same thing with our app. We want you to be brutally honest with us. If you don't like it, if you hate it, if you think it's stupid, we love hearing that. If you don't think it's good and you give it a bad review, we love hearing those reviews so that we can fix it. Because at the end of the day, everything that I'm creating is for you guys, and same with these developers. Yeah, they're creating it for themselves because they love making games, but they're also creating it for you guys, and they want you to enjoy it. So anyway, that's the review. We're giving it a 7.5 out of 10. It was a fun game. Just it did get a little repetitive. Kind of, I wish there was more customization and more freelancing. But we want to thank them for allowing us to do a review on it, and we really hope you enjoyed the show and continue to subscribe to it. Tell people to subscribe to us. Subscribe to us if you haven't. Thanks for actually watching this video and taking the time out of your life to do so. And again, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at GamingU_app, and go download our app, GamingU, in the iOS App Store. Android is coming soon, where we're helping you find new video games to play for the platforms that you play on. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of the week whenever you're watching this, and stay tuned for another review.